This is how people in the US feel about the tipping culture. Even Dave Ramsey, a well-known American radio personality who gives financial advice on getting out of debt and saving money, has this to say about the US tipping culture as of 2023.
I believe in tipping. There was some tipping at a fast food joint? No. Tipping at the Starbucks line? No.
Just to be very clear, Dave Ramsey does say he is a generous tipper, but as of 2023, the social pressure to tip at fast food drive-thrus, takeout orders, coffee orders at Starbucks, and automated machine kiosks to ask for a tip is getting out of control. I wonder how the rest of the world feels about social pressures of the US tipping culture. Share your thoughts in the comments. Mainly because in many countries outside of the United States and Canada, tipping is not the norm. In places like France, Denmark, and much of Europe, a standard service fee is already applied to bills. In countries like Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea, the price of service is included in the product itself. If you're from a culture where tipping is not customary, then welcome to the United States of America, where tipping is a customary and ingrained in the US economy. Just to give another stark comparison of the US tipping culture. In the UK, customary tipping ranges are 12–15%, with 15% being great service. But here in the US, 15–20% is the customary tipping range, with anything over 20% is considered great service. What's even more confusing? Although 15% is said to be an acceptable range of tipping, 15% is the minimum. Tipping the minimum 15% more specifically when eating at a restaurant has social implication that you are a bad tipper, you are cheap, and you are stingy. That means, if you're from the UK visiting the United States and eating in a restaurant, what you believe to be a really good tip of 15% is actually seen as a bad tip in the United States. If I was eating at a restaurant with my family, and I tipped 15%, even my own family would judge me and add in a few extra dollars from their own wallet. Don't believe me? There are countless discussions about this topic on Reddit. Even this one commenter notices 20% is the expected tip for just regular service. Anyone not familiar with these small social expectations in the US when it comes to tipping could risk getting chased down by their waiter for not tipping enough. I personally have a friend who had a waiter follow him outside of the restaurant to ask where the tip was. It was a simple misunderstanding. My friend had left a 25% cash tip on the table instead of the check tray, and the waiter didn't see it. The waiter went from upset, wondering what he did wrong to deserve no tip, to suddenly smiling and pleasant again. In the US, waiters and servers are very friendly and will do everything they can to make sure you're having a good time and enjoying your meal. If you're not happy about your food, they will even go out of their way to make it up to you by offering a free dessert of comping on the dish you didn't like. But if you give a bad tip, they are not afraid to confront. What interesting or crazy experiences have you had with tipping? So if you ever visit the US and you're not sure how to tip, here's our little tip for you. 1. Servers in the US are actually very open, friendly, and eager to make your dining experience awesome. Just stick with the 15–20% rule and you should be fine when you are eating in a restaurant. 2. Don't worry about the social pressure of tipping more than 15%. If it seems clear you are not from the US, people will understand if you're not used to tipping. 3. If you got bad service at a restaurant, then tipping less than 10% is a way to give a middle finger to your server. 4. When it comes to tipping for coffee, at the fast food, and small takeout orders where you go pick up the food yourself, just consider what Dave Ramsey has to say about that.
No.
If you feel like you can't tip more than you can afford, remember that kindness, a big smile, and a heartfelt thank you can go a long way. Generosity is admirable, but it's okay to be mindful of your budget. Do what feels right for you in your own financial situation. What do you think about the US tipping system? Leave your thoughts in the comment.